Since 1900, we've lost 90% of the world's population of cheetahs. The world's fastest land animal, which roamed over 44 countries across Africa into the Middle East and as far as India, is now extinct in over 20 countries. Unless we act soon, we could lose the cheetah forever. Today, there are only 10,000 cheetahs left in the world. I began cheetah research in 1974. And in 1990, when I set up the Cheetah Conservation Fund, there were no wildlife organizations helping cheetahs. At that time, I sold everything I had and moved to Namibia to start CCF because I wanted to save the cheetah. Our research demonstrated that we have to save more than just the cheetah, though. We have to restore its habitat, conserve its prey species, and improve the livelihoods of the people who live alongside it. To save the cheetah, we've got to change and improve the world. To accomplish this objective, we need to think big and outside the box. Our decades of research and experience show that large landscape conservation efforts help local communities achieve economic stability through conservation of wildlife treasures, rather than at their expense. Namibia's conservancies are a model for this. Large landscape conservation requires a network of programmatic efforts that work together. Habitat restoration efforts are combined with initiatives to reduce human-wildlife conflict and with livelihood development programs to create a 360-degree solution that recognizes local communities are never going to care about saving the cheetah if they can't care for their own families. We need to scale up our conservation efforts, providing more habitats for the cheetah. By growing our Future Farmers of Africa program and our habitat restoration program, CCF Bush, we'll be doing this. CCF's approach is successful because it factors people into the conservation equation. We teach predator-friendly farming techniques that allow communities to secure a future for themselves that includes the cheetah. We offer habitat restoration efforts that not only return the land to productive use, but address real needs for renewable fuel sources and jobs. Because we focus on solutions that benefit them, farmers now help us to rescue cheetahs, as opposed to shooting them. And Namibians are proud to call themselves the cheetah capital of the world. What makes cheetah conservation effective is our dedicated staff and supporters and our holistic approach to conservation and commitment to our research. Our integrated set of programs addresses the whole of the cheetah's ecosystem. These initiatives are created and based on sound scientific research, so we know they work. CCF is based in Africa and is deeply ingrained into the surrounding community. The bulk of our resources are devoted directly to our applied conservation efforts. We are highly rated by charity evaluation organizations like Charity Navigator because we are so focused and efficient in our work and conservation efforts. Cheetah Conservation Fund focuses on research and innovative, holistic solutions to deliver measurable success. Our livestock guarding dog program places over 20 puppies every year, and farmers that utilize a CCF dog see their predation rates from all predators go down by 80% or more. Our education programs, which reach out to farmers, conservation biologists, and school learners, have reached over 300,000 people. And the cheetah in Namibia has gone from being vermin to a source of national pride. As a result, the population of cheetahs in Namibia has doubled since CCF was founded in 1990, and now has about a third of the world's cheetah population. CCF solutions have been implemented in other cheetah range countries and are even being utilized to address issues with other predator species worldwide. CCF's focus is, of course, the cheetah in the wild. People sometimes wonder why we spend so much of our time addressing the concerns of people living in the cheetah range areas. Most live in arid habitats where subsistence farmers raise livestock. Saving the cheetah means creating a world in which the cheetah can survive sustainably, and this requires saving every part of the cheetah's ecosystem: its prey, its habitat, and people who live alongside the cheetah. Unlike a lot of species, cheetahs do not do well in protected wildlife reserves. 90% of wild cheetahs live outside of protected areas that are populated by humans and their livestock. It's imperative that any solution we create to save the cheetah includes people living alongside it. Most people don't realize the size and scale of CCF. We manage over 100,000 acres of land and have a staff of nearly 100 people. On our model farm, we manage hundreds of head of cattle, goats, and sheep. We maintain over 12 breeding and working livestock guarding dogs, whelping over 30 puppies each year, and have recently opened a creamery for producing commercial goat milk products like cheese. We maintain habitat for large populations of free-ranging wildlife, including antelope, the main prey species for wild cheetahs. Our CCF Bush project has developed a forest industry for the nation and is Forest Stewardship Council certified. We're also an open-to-the-public field research center with a genetics lab and a veterinary clinic caring for over 50 non-releasable cheetahs. We know more about the cheetah than almost any other endangered species because of our biological research. This includes ecosystem studies, along with overall health, disease, reproduction, and genetic research. CCF's integrated programs have succeeded in stabilizing the population of cheetahs in Namibia, the world's largest population. Many of our conservation solutions have been exported to other countries and used to address human-wildlife conflict involving other species. Most importantly, CCF's education programs have changed the way local communities perceive the cheetah. Many of the livestock and game farmers who once saw the cheetah as nothing more than vermin now help us to save them. Communities now recognize the cheetah, along with the other wildlife that surrounds them, as a treasure that can become a source of economic growth via ecotourism and other initiatives. Changing people's way of thinking is the most important thing we have done to save the cheetah for future generations. The biggest challenge we face is very simple. It's a race against time. There are only about 10,000 cheetahs remaining in the wild. While our programs in Namibia are very effective, they need to be maintained there and implemented across the cheetah's range. The cheetah is in a race for its very survival, and we need to expand our operations to win it. We have the tools, and what we now need are more partners and financial resources to save the cheetah. Additional resources would permit us to expand our existing education and applied conservation programs. We would be able to place more dogs and educate people in more places. Our award-winning habitat restoration program, CCF Bush, could expand its operations, restoring more acreage, supplying renewable fuel to southern Africa, and creating more jobs. Another program that would benefit is our Cheetah Country Label Initiative, which mobilizes the power of consumers to promote predator-friendly farming techniques among livestock farmers. Although Cheetah Conservation Fund is the leader in its field and collaborates in efforts to save the cheetah around the world, we need to do more. With additional support, CCF will implement its proven set of integrated programs in other cheetah range countries. Because CCF's approach is holistic and designed to address all participants in the cheetah's ecosystem, these programs would have added benefits to the broader wildlife populations and to the people living alongside of them. Specifically, we would grow our Future Farmer of Africa program, which needs more staff and a couple additional vehicles. We would breed and place more dogs. Currently, we have a 2-year waiting list of farmers wanting our livestock guarding dogs. We would scale up our habitat restoration program in Namibia, increasing the harvest, putting more people to work. To do this, we need to upgrade our equipment in our CCF Bush program. In addition, we need to develop a pellet plant and also encourage the development of biomass energy. Through the exporting of our model, we will work to support cheetah conservation programs in other cheetah range countries.